Good morning. Today we're going to be solving some number stories. We are going to be multiplying mixed numbers by whole numbers.
Solving number stories. 1. Each member of the flute section of the Briarwoods Elementary School band practiced for 2 3/5 hours last week. There are 5 flute players. What is the total number of hours they practiced? A. Number model with unknown. B. Show 2 different ways to solve the number story. One way, another way. C. Answer blank hours. D. How many minutes is that? Blank minutes. E. How many seconds? Blank seconds.
All right, so let's figure out what our model number with our unknown is going to be first. So they each practiced for 2 3/5 hours last week. And there are 5 flute players. So there are 5 people. We're going to multiply that times 2/3, 2 3/5, 2 3/5, and that will equal, let's do H for hours. So we're going to show 2 different ways to solve this number story. So one way that we could do it is we could multiply 5 times 2 3/5. So what we can do is we can change 2 3/5 into an improper fraction. So we could change that to 5 times, what would 2 3/5 be as an improper fraction? Yeah, it would be 13 over 5. Okay? And so now all we do is we're going to leave our 5 at the bottom the way it is, and then we're going to multiply 5 times 13. Okay? And so then what would 5 times 13 be? Yep, it would be 65 over 5. And so now let's simplify it. How many times can 5 go into 65? And so I see that 65 ends with 5, so I know that it'll go and be a whole number. What would that be? Yeah, it would be 13. Okay, so that's one way we can do it. The second way we can do it is we can take 5 times 2 3/5, and we can separate that out. So we can take 5 times 2 plus 3/5, okay? And then that would equal 5 times 2, put that in parentheses, plus 5 times 3/5, and then that would equal 5 times 2 equals what? Yep, it equals 10, plus, what's what would be 5 times 3? Yep, it would be 15. And then we leave our denominator the same. So now we're taking 10 plus 15 over 5. And so 10 is going to stay the same. And then what is 15 over 5? What number would that be? Or you can think about what would 15 divided by 5 be? Yeah, it would be 3. And so we would still get the same answer. So it would be 13 hours. Okay. Then they want to know how many minutes would that be. So now we need to think, how many minutes are in an hour? So 13 times what? Yeah, it would be times 60, because there's 60 minutes in an hour. So we can just do 13 times 6 and then add our 0. So what would 13 times 6 be? Yep, it would be 78. And then we just use our 0 as our hero trick at the bottom down here. And so it'd be 780 minutes. How many seconds is that? Well, so now we have our minutes. We have our minutes here. To figure out the seconds, how would we do that? Yeah, we would multiply it times 60 because there's 60 seconds in a minute. So we can use our 0 as our hero trick here again. We can multiply 78 times 6, and then we'll just add our zeros at the end. So I'm going to set up a lattice box to do that. Multiply it times 6. Okay, what's 8 times 6? Yep, it'd be 48. What's 7 times 6? Yep, it'd be 42. Okay, now we just add them. 8. 4 plus 2 is what? 6. 4. So we have 468. And then now we just add our 2 zeros that we have. Add our comma. So our answer would be 46,800 seconds. All right, let's go to our next screen. See what we have. So we have 3 times 3 and 2/10. And we have 2 times 7 and 7/10. So let's multiply those out here. Let's do number 2 over here. I'm going to split it up like how I did. So I'm going to take 3 times 3 and 2/10. And I'm going to change 3 and 2/10 into a mixed number. So I'm going to change 3 and 2/10 into what? Yeah, it would be 32 over 10. And then I'm going to multiply that times 3. So what's 32 times 3. Yep, it would equal 96 over 10, because we leave our denominator the same. And so if we simplify 96 over 10, what would that be? So we know that 10 groups of 9 would fit into 96, so we have 9, and then we would have 6/10 left over. So our answer for 2 would be 9 and 6 over 10. All right, let's try 3. Same thing over here. We'll separate this one out. You guys can do whichever way that you feel more comfortable with. So we'll do this one a different way. So we'll take 2 times 7 plus 2 times 7 over 10, put that in parentheses, and then that would equal, what's 2 times 7? It would equal, 14. So we would have 14 plus, and then what would 2 times 7 be again? It would be 14, and then we leave our decimal the same, so we need to add these together. So it would be 14 plus, what would 14 over 10 be if we simplified it? It would be 1 and 4/10. And so 14 plus 1 and 4/10 would equal what? It would equal 15 and 4/10. So our answer would be 15 and 4 over 10. All right. Thank you so much for watching with me today. If you could please try 4, 5, and 6 on your own. Thank you so much.